I love being able to do something that I'm passionate about. That's what I love the most about my job. I love that I'm one of the people that's fortunate enough to be genuinely doing something that I count down to doing and that I look forward to doing, and working in such a special, unique industry. My role within the industry is that I am a presenter, and I do not have any day that really looks the same. I travel to most of the races within the Formula One calendar, which means that I'm always on the move. And when I am trackside, each day can look very different. It can be interviews on the stage with drivers and team principals. It can be track TV, which is what goes out on the big screens to the fans who are at the track over the race weekend. It can be pit lane walks, paddock walks, or it can be the more traditional broadcasting if I'm working for the Channel 4 Formula One coverage, which is the highlights package that goes out, and that's more of the traditional broadcasting that people are used to, as opposed to more fan-facing presenting. So it's really varied, and my weekends never look the same, and that's why I love it. I have quite a strange journey of how I actually got into motorsport. I was actually working as a management consultant for 4 years before I made it into the industry. And then I started making Instagram videos of race build-ups and race recaps. And then I also started a podcast with a friend about diversity within motorsport. And then from there, the momentum kind of just picked up. I started hosting the Autosport F1 podcast for the 2021 season. And then I joined Formula One management as a freelancer, but presenting track TV. And then I joined Channel 4 last year as well as a freelancer, presenting with them. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind couple of years. I've always been a fan of motorsport and Formula One specifically. I first got interested in it through my dad, watching it when I was a little girl with him. And then I've also always had a love for presenting. I never really considered pairing the two together when I was growing up, but then it got to a point where I was like, why not merge two of my interests and passions? And that's kind of what encouraged me to get into the sport. And then through networking and meeting other people, that helped inspire me and motivate me, and also reassure me that it was possible. My role models are my parents. Neither of them work in motorsport, but they are my role models for several other reasons. And I think it's because of their personality traits and the things that they've instilled in me that I had the drive and belief that I'd be able to get into where I am now within motorsport. And then, of course, within motorsport itself, you have people like Sir Lewis Hamilton, who are role models to so many people who come from backgrounds like myself. And yeah, it's a real honor to be able to be working in the industry at the same time as one of your role models. I feel like I'm unique in my role because I'm very full of energy, as people who know, who watch me present, especially when I'm doing more of the fan-facing presenting. I really like to bring my energy and my excitement to everything that I do, and I'm not afraid to let it show, even though it may be quite different from what we traditionally see in broadcasting or presenting within our sport. I think it's really exciting to see the change at the moment within our industry of encouraging more perspectives and the way that people are getting more comfortable being themselves in our industry. And I like to think that I'm one of those people.